To the game field, the Clinton High School dance team.
It's not on correct focus. All right, Marcus. Logan is not on correct. It's on here. That's on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Clinton High School cheerleaders along with their 2019 mini campers. This year's camp theme was Toy Story 4. They're performing You've Got a Friend in Me. Ladies and gentlemen, the Clinton High School cheerleaders and their mini campers performing for you this evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ACTV Sports Live Football Action here on ACTV. My name is Lee Fogarty, coming to you live with my brother Jared Fogarty. Jared, do you see this shot? This is the shot that we have been talking about. It is the cable cam. Look at these awesome shots we're going to be able to get tonight. And Jared, tell us a little bit about the game tonight. What are your thoughts?
Man, super excited to be back with you guys here tonight, our second game in a row. Last week we saw an Anderson County Clinton matchup that due to some turnovers and some kick return for a touchdown, it was kind of one-sided. But it was still a good game, great atmosphere, a good way to start the season. And so excited to be back with you guys here at the Dragon Den in the heart of Clinton.
Absolutely, and yeah, Jared, it was a good game last week. Both defenses really played very well. It was just a couple of special teams gaffes on the behalf of Clinton, and a few things like that we were really able to that Anderson County was able to take advantage of. And so unfortunately last week it was a tough one for the Dragons, but the Dragons look to bounce back tonight against CAK. Jared, if this stifling defense keeps up what it did last week, if this defense keeps up what they did last week, Clinton should be able to have a really good showing tonight against CAK, who won their game last week against Volunteer 36-16.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. As you can see, we've got the band marching out on the field. We talk about it all the time about this being part of this experience that is high school football. We're so excited to be with you here tonight, live from downtown Clinton. We got some new shots that we're going to be using tonight since the weather has cooperated. We have our cable cam up and running, and there's also a drone that will be flying around. And so we're super excited about that and be able to bring you some good footage, good programming, and just thank you for allowing us to be here with you tonight.
As you can see on the field, the band and the flag corps are getting ready for the presentation of colors brought out by the, is it the Air Force JROTC here at Clinton? And as they present the colors, once they get out on the field, we will step away and, for the national anthem. But as we get ready for live football action, Jared, I'm really looking forward to tonight's game. I look for Clinton's defense to continue their strong push that they had last week. If they can get any offense going out of that triple option style offense that they run, I really think they've got a great shot to come away with the victory tonight.
Yeah, they actually went into halftime with a 7-0 deficit. And, they really set themselves up to have a really good second half. But Anderson County came out first play of the second half and threw a bomb for a touchdown. And special teams is really what killed them. Everything else was pretty well. But, I think they've had another week to work on things, get things kind of ironed out. And I expect to see a much better showing, and maybe even on offense too, because the first week jitters are out of you, and so I'm excited to see what kind of football action is brought tonight.
So once again, we'd like to give a shout out to all our viewers on Comcast Channel 95, everyone there at DirecTV, or I'm sorry, AT&T Uverse Channel 99, as well as all of our viewers. We love you on Facebook. We love the immediate feedback. We're able to update things, and please, let's try to make this as interactive as possible. And we look forward to bringing you, all kinds of, shots and, different, commentary and a wonderful game, because we really love doing these football games. So a big thank you to everyone affiliated with ACTV. Everybody in the Office of Technology, everybody with the government here in Anderson County, the mayor's office, and everybody like that. Thank you so much as we are getting ready, as we got a nice shot there of I think that's a drone shot, Jared.
It is?
Yeah, we got our drone shot there.
You might be able to see us waving.
The band there at attention, the cheerleaders, the football captains there. And while we're looking, it looks like the captains tonight for the Dragons You've got number 24, Josh Graham. You've got the punter, number 80, Bryce Collins. You're there with number 55, Ty Harrell, and then number 15, Blake Cooper. Blake Cooper. And we're going to step aside for the presentation in colors. And once those are completed, national anthem is completed, we'll be back with more live football action here on ACTV Sports.
CAK student Jackson Egow, who's had an extended stay at Vanderbilt in Nashville. He is a junior at CAK. Please join us in a moment of silence for his health. And now, ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Matt Benstein, the Clinton High School Band and our national anthem.
And Jared, we are back, and man, it's going to be a fun night. I love this season for high school football. Season's just getting underway. The 0-1 Clinton Dragons are playing host to the 1-0 CAK Warriors. Jared, thoughts on tonight's game?
You know, just excited to be here, man. I just love high school football. I'm a big fan of college football, and the reason why is I still feel like both those teams, those men actually lay it all out on the line. When you get to NFL, I feel like they're a little bit of a diva. But, holding out and not playing because you want your helmet and that kind of thing. You know, if I was lucky enough to be in that situation, it wouldn't matter what helmet I could strap on, I would just play. But these guys, they come out here in the heat of the summer and run and condition and they lift weights and they just get ready to play. And so I'm excited to see every year. I'm excited to see what product they bring to the field and just the opportunity to be part of this community through ACTV football is a great thing. So excited to be here and glad to be with you guys tonight here on ACTV.
Absolutely, and here come the captains out. It looks like the captains for CAK is going to be number 1. That's their starting quarterback, Ryan Deggs. You've got number 14, McCray Ginn. You've got number 14, Luke Myers. Number 15, Max Smith. And you have one other one that I'm missing their number right now, but I will get that information. As we get ready for the coin toss, we've got some, I love our camera shots tonight, Jared. We've got a drone, we've got the cable cam, we've got all of our great camera people there on the sidelines as we're getting ready for Clinton to come running out of the tunnel there. And CAK is getting ready to run through their sign. So, Jared, it should be a fun night for football. And, man, as bad as the weather was last week, it's that nice this week, and we're going to get to have all of our toys out.
So it looks like we'll get to see Clinton on defense here first as they get ready to go. CAK will receive the ball as they go. The captains for CAK go back to their team. They're going to run through their sign. Some of the CAK faithful have made it out to the game tonight, and quite a few of the Clinton faithful are here tonight as well. Captains are rejoining their teams, and the festivities will begin.
So we got about And here comes CAK out onto the field. And Clinton is all piled up there in the tunnel getting ready to come out. Jared, it's almost football time. Are you excited about it, buddy?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. You know, it's always exciting to be here. Clinton getting ready to come out of their tunnel. Clinton coming out of their tunnel. Looks like we will not have our drone this evening. Glad we got some shots to begin with, but we've been shut down for the night with our drone, but we do have our new cable camera up and running, and we're super excited about that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know, it is what it is. You have to deal with those things sometimes here. So here we go, and we got the Dragons getting ready to come out onto the field. And as they take their time walking out, we've got a nice cable cam shot.
That's an incredible shot, guys. I just want to commend the guys here at ACTV for the work that they put in. That is just an incredible shot. I mean, I'm almost speechless. In high school sports, I wonder how many football teams get to experience something like that. How many communities get to turn to a community station and watch something like that.
And
Great.
here we go, Jared, as they play in the fight song, and here come the Dragons. Jared, let's see if the Dragons are ready to swarm tonight in the all-black.
Here come your Dragons.
Dragons in the black pants with the black uniforms, orange numerals, and a white helmet, red C, or in the orange C across the side. Your visiting CAK Warriors, white shirts, gold pants with a gold helmet. A little bit kind of like a UCLA type look there, Jared. And the Dragons
Different color blue, Lee.
It is a little different color blue. It's not a powder. I
And I
understand.
bet this CAK team can beat the Chip Kelly team that played the other night because they were terrible.
They were not too good. So as we get ready for the great game, Jared, final thoughts before kickoff.
I mean, I'm just excited to see. We got these little monitors in front of us where we get to watch the kind of the game as well, what you're seeing, and I'm just super excited about these new toys that we get to use.
They're not toys; they're tools.
Yeah.
Tools of the trade.
Yeah.
And please stay tuned at halftime, as we will be presenting the halftime performance of Clinton's band.
We didn't get to cover it last week due to the rain. You guys got us on the air instead. But
and just to give you a heads up, halftime will be brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, Tennessee, located at 111 Acuff Lane, Clinton, Tennessee. And the first quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee. Dragons kick off to CAK, and CAK has a nice return out to about the 45-yard line. Jared, that looks like about where he's going to step out of bounds. And CAK, well, it's a little inside the 45 at about the 40, looks like about the 43, and that's where CAK will get their first possession.
yeah, he caught it on this side of the field and ran, 45 yards to pick up 5.
Let's see if that defense for Clinton is ready tonight as well. CAK lining up with a shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, quick out to the flat, look like to number 15, Max Smith, and Max Smith is rolled down for about a 3-yard gain, maybe 4-yard gain, depending on where they spot it. And it's going to be right at 5 yards. Eddie Landfair with the tackle.
Yeah, it was a good open field tackle by him.
So now CAK going with 5 wideouts, 2 at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. And fires over the middle. It is complete, and it's going to be a first down for CAK. Nice looking pass there by Ryan Deggs. He gets his slot receiver over the middle, and a big pickup there. So CAK is going to go with this spread offense. Deggs throws it out quick to Max Smith again. Max Smith makes the first guy miss, and he's going to be slung out of bounds right around the 40-yard line.
You know, this is the style of offense that you're seeing more and more, even in the NFL. They're running to this more spread-type offense.
It's a quick pace, getting the calls from the sidelines.
Right. You know, with these college players that they have today making it to the NFL, Kyler Murray and those guys, that's the
Another
top
quick
offense.
screen, and that's going to be completed to number 19. He gets those first down and gets pushed out of bounds right around the 30. Go ahead.
To number 19,
I apologize, but it is my job to call the play-by-play. So here comes 5 wide, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Shotgun formation. Again, quick out to Max Smith. Clinton's going to need to make a little change on their defense and come up on these wide receivers some.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to time that just right and have one of their defensive backs go in for a pick.
So here come, again, 5 wide, same formation. Deggs goes up, makes a change at the line of scrimmage.
I think that is a false start.
Somebody from the offensive line may have moved, causing Harold to jump off.
Dead ball, illegal procedure, the call against the Warriors.
So the clock stops with exactly 10 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Good open field tackle there
Moody on the stop.
by Moody.
Pass complete to J.D.
So it's only about a 2-yard, 1-yard gain there. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Warriors. See what the Dragons dial up on defense right now. And drops back to pass. He's looking down the field, and this is going to be incomplete. Nice defensive play there by the Dragons. Looks like that's going to be number, I believe, 16 for the Dragons. Baylor Wallace steps up and knocks that one away.
Yeah, he stayed home that time. Was able to deflect the pass. Good looking defensive stop. Brings up 4th down. They're kind of in no man's land, so they're going to go for
It's
it.
4th and 8, and it looks like, the Warriors are going for it.
Warriors.
See what the Dragons can dial up here. Max Smith goes in motion. They're putting 4 on that side of the field. Pump fake goes to the lone wide receiver. Defensive back falls, but ball is overthrown.
Yeah, they got lucky on that one. Lucky that he overthrew it.
Deshaun lost his footing, and it would have been an easy 6, but the pass was overthrown, intended for Gable Fulford, and it's going to be 1st down for the Dragons. Good defensive stop there for the Dragons.
1st and 10, Dragons at their own 30-yard line.
Let's see what the Dragons can dial up on offense now.
Let's see if they have added any wrinkles from last week.
Winchester split out wide. Quarterback under center. And handoff, and he is going to be met by a host of Warriors. He is able to fight forward and might pick up about 1.5 yards. Jacob Brock is in at quarterback for the Dragons as he's getting the call from the sideline.
You may see Winchester play some quarterback tonight as well.
So Brock under center. Winchester split out at the top of your screen, number 7. Brock under center, motion, handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stopped before he can really get started. He may have gotten back to the to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Dragons.
Brad Cottingham on the carry. Luke Myers on the stop. 3rd down for the Dragons.
Brings up a passing down. We still got one receiver wide out to the top of the screen. Tight end flip sides.
And another handoff, and he is going to be stopped
Cooper
for
on
about
the
a
carry.
2-yard gain. It's going to be 4th down and about 5 for the Dragons.
Luke Myers on
And here comes the punt.
CAK.
Yeah, I was watching the punter at during warm-ups, and he was really booming some.
What?
With a dry evening like tonight, I
Shouldn't
expect
have
their
the-
punting game to be much better.
Yeah, it should be a better snap and a better kick, and it's always better when you don't have to worry about wet footballs.
Brent Sturkey to return.
So back to return. Looks like it's going to be number 14, Luke Myers. And number 24, Grant Sturkey. Number 80 for the Dragons is in the punt for
There's
Bryce
some laundry
Collins.
on the field.
I didn't
Delay a
take long.
game.
Illegal procedure.
False
is
start
called
by the
against
Dragons.
Okay. Didn't see that. I think he was talking to the center about how he's holding the ball. Little unsure about that.
Just can't bob your head. Good snap. Nice punt. Got that one away. It's a floater. And it takes a CAK bounce.
It was smart by the Clinton player to catch it there. Could have bounced back, but looks like they'll take over on downs, or not on downs, but
Off
take
the
over
punt,
off the punt.
at about the 32.5-yard line. So 1st and 10 Warriors. Warriors once again with that spread formation. 5 wideouts, 3 to the top side, the short side of the field, 2 to the bottom of your screen. Getting the call from the sideline. Substitution for the Dragons. Putting some beef in there. Looks like big number 56, Trevor Linderman, comes in.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be seeing Linderman play as much as he did last week the rest of the season. I think he just got a little wore out. He played both sides of the ball all night long, and that's tough to do even in high school.
So it looks like in there on the line right now, at one end you've got, looks like Trent Harrell, number 42. You've got 56, Trevor Linderman. On the other side, you've got number 54, Gavin Bollinger. And I can't see who the other end is standing up on the other side. I can't see the number. I got somebody in motion for CAK, rolling out. Trying to find him in the flats, but he was not, and he makes 2 guys miss. And he gets down, and he picks up about a yard, maybe 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6 for the Warriors.
Will Briggs.
35 was the other end there, Lee.
35, Nick Graham is on the other side. At linebackers, they've got number 3, Will Briggs, 40, Connor Moody, and number 15, Blake Cooper. At corner, you've got number 11, Deshaun. We've called his name a lot this season already, and it's only been 2 games. It's good to see him in there. Winchester at the safety position. The other safety is going to be Jacob Brock, and I can't see the defensive back on the far end. My eyes are not that good. And looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field.
Yeah, they were running out of play clock.
And the other defensive back right now is number 21, Edwin Resendez.
So with 5:34 to go here in the first quarter, it's all knotted up. Lee, they both had an opportunity. It looked like CAK was going to get the ball moving there early, but the Clinton defense was able to just slow things down at about the 30-yard line. Clinton, their offense really hadn't been able to get anything going yet, and now CAK's got their second chance.
So let's see what Clinton's defense dials up here, Jared. They've done good so far. They haven't allowed any big plays, but those little 3-4 yard chunks in front of their defensive backs have been what's working for CAK so far. So let's see if CAK sticks to that, tries to pick up the first down here, or if they take a shot deep. 5:34 left to go. Clinton's defense is showing up strong once again. Looks like Harrell and Nick Graham have switched sides as far as on the defensive ends.
Yeah, one of them will probably be your strong side and one's your weak side.
And he makes a nice little cut there, and he gets up the middle. Big tackle there. Number 11, Deshaun, steps up and tackles number 2, Jarvis Stockton Jr. For the run for CAK. Nice looking running back there for CAK.
Yeah, your ends will flip-flop quite a bit depending on which one's playing strong and which one's playing weak.
Deggs looks back. He steps up in the pocket wide open. He's got some room to run. He gets inside the 40-yard line. Jared, about a 15-yard pickup there for Deggs. He just steps up in the pocket and had a seam and picked up the first down plus.
Yeah, those linebackers have to stay home.
Looks like Clinton's playing a little bit of his own defense, and in doing so, it's leaving some running lanes open. Harrell trying to get the sack, not able to get to him. Deggs runs out again. This time he is able to come down. He only gets about 1 yard, but Jared, he had to run a long way to get that 1 yard. Nice pursuit there by the Dragon defense.
Yeah, Dragon linebacker stayed home that time. I think that was number 15,
Blake Cooper.
I believe he was the one that came up with the tackle there. Stayed home, able to run him, use the sidelines as kind of an extra man, ran him to the sidelines.
All right, Deggs drops back again, throws a back shoulder into the cheerleaders over there for CAK, incomplete.
Intended for Fulford, third down, Warriors.
I think one of the cheerleaders may have got hit in the leg. You okay over there, Jared? Here come the Warriors. And handoff up the middle. Good defensive play there by the Dragons, taken down by the whole odd defensive line. First one to get there was the defensive end, was Linderman, number 56, and then finished off by a couple of his buddies.
So it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, CAK.
For CAK. They're back in kind of the same position that they were in, about that 35-yard line. They don't really have a kicker that can kick it that far, so they'll go for it.
So see what the Dragons dial up on D. Drop back in the pocket, looks deep. He's got a wide receiver, caught by number 23, and he goes down right inside the 15-yard line. Jared, that was a nice throw and catch there by the Warriors of CAK.
Yeah, Clinton had a defender there. He just wasn't able to high point the ball, and CAK was able to come out with a big catch, puts him in the red zone for the first time. Number 2 for CAK on the carry.
Jarvis Stockton not able to get much on that one. Maybe about a yard and a half. Should be second down at about 8.
On the carry, Trent Harrell on the stop.
Good stop there by Harrell. We got about 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Deggs looks back in the pocket, throws over the middle. Referee's taken out as he's trying to throw a flag, I think, but I don't know if he knows what happened. Yep, there was a flag.
So the referee and one of the wide receivers collided down there.
And a linebacker
the back
and somebody
judge.
else.
Yeah. Looks like the receiver came out of the worst end of that.
We've got laundry on the field.
That must be the most painful flag he's ever thrown.
Could be.
Illegal shot block against the Warriors.
That should be a big penalty there,
So the
Jay.
Warriors were called for a chop block. If I'm not mistaken, it's a 10-yard penalty. Is that 10?
Yeah, it's 10. So it's going to be second down and right at 20 yards or 18 yards for the Warriors of CAK. Now in the backfield at running back is number 5, J.D. Dunn Jr. for the Warriors.
Yeah, I think they rotate just about anybody that's a wide receiver or running back in any of those positions.
Run a quick slant pattern, and he spins out of the tackle, Touchdown, Warriors. Jared, just a bad tackling effort right there by the Dragons. He's able to spin right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good-looking pass from CAK's quarterback.
That quick slant.
Yeah, it was a timing play. He really put it right there on him, and Dragons had somebody there to make a tackle. The CAK player did a little spin move, was able to get away. But
a little B button there on the Xbox.
Yeah. It was I like using the stick.
Oh, you stick?
I use the stick.
So here comes the extra point. Kick is down. It is up and good. So with 2:40 left to go here in the first quarter, your score, CAK Warriors 7, the home Dragons 0. Jared, that was just a nice drive there by the CAK, capped off by that touchdown pass. Your thoughts on that drive?
Well, I mean, it was kind of you thought that they would get, kind of slowed down there at about the 30-yard line again. They came up with a big pass play to continue their drive, and they were able to punch it in.
One thing I noticed from CAK on that drive, they were more balanced. The first drive, there was just a lot of passing. And they actually came out, established the run with their two running backs, Jarvis Stockton Jr. and J.D. Dunn Jr. But the big pass there to number 23, Caleb Sparkman, was the touchdown, is the difference in the game right now.
We'll try to pick up some scores of interest for you as our evening continues. I know there's a game of interest over in Powell tonight, your neck of the woods, Lee.
Yeah, AC versus Powell, my alma mater versus where I live. And here come the Dragons. Gets out to about the 25-yard line where he is taken down. Nice little return there by number 17, Brandon Holyfield. So here come the Dragons back out onto the field. Looks like Brock is still going to be the quarterback. In at running backs, from what I'm looking at, I see number 3, Will Briggs. I see number 7, Winchester. I have a feeling he's going to be out at wide receiver. I see Linderman in on the line. Let's see, who else do we have? Deshome is in at one of the flanker positions. Not really a tight end, but in that type position.
Well, it looks like in the first quarter, Anderson County's driving on Powell. They're inside the 15.
Handoff to Deshome, and he is bottled up after a nice-looking run. He picks up about 8 yards. So it's still 0-0 for the Mavericks and Panthers.
Jake Rogers leads the CAK tacklers.
So it's going to be 2nd and 2 here for the Dragons. Here goes Briggs. A little fake play right there. Jacob gets a call from the sideline. Brock goes back under center. Deshome goes in motion. Handoff inside to number 3, Briggs, and looks like Briggs picks up the first down. Sorry, that was number 40, Connor Moody, that was in motion before. Briggs takes the handoff and picks up the first down. Winchester and the rest of the Dragons in the huddle getting their next play call.
So Anderson County just picked up a first down inside the red zone over in Powell. I don't think they've scored yet, but we'll try to keep you up to date as we know what's going on over there.
So here comes a handoff, and it's a botched handoff by Jacob. And then he throws it. Oh, it was right off the hands of number 3, Briggs. He's not able to pull it in.
Yeah, I don't think that was a missed handoff. I think that was a miscommunication. I think the running back went the wrong direction.
The show went the wrong way. Because it looked like Jacob was supposed to roll out to his left and make that throw. So here comes Briggs off to the side. Looks like number 6, Xander Allen, has gone in his place. So Deshome and Moody on the outside in the flanker positions. Number 6, Xander Allen in the running back position. Jacob under center. Handoff to Deshome. And he makes one guy miss, and he is taken down. Let's see where they mark it.
First.
They're going to mark him about a yard short, Jared. It's going to be third down. 3rd down and a yard. It was close. I thought he had it as well, especially with that second effort to jump. But it is going to be 3rd and maybe 1.5.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were going to give him the first down, but they didn't.
Good effort there by Deshaun, though. Clinton looks confused on the play call. Had to get another guy out onto the field. Blake Cooper with the run, and he picks up right at the 50-yard line, and that is going to be enough for a Dragon first down.
So, Lee, I have a little update on the Anderson County Powell game. Anderson County actually has scored. It's 7-0 there. The first quarter just ended, and Anderson County is knocking on the door again. It's 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Good to know. And it looks like we're about to click down to the end of the first quarter here at Clinton. Jared, just that one big drive by CAK is really all that's happened, and a lot of defense. Let's see if they get a playoff before the end of the quarter. And they do, and they hand it off. And I think that was Blake
4 or 5.
Cooper one more time, and he picks up about 4 yards.
3.5, 4 yards. That's good.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, your score, Clinton 7, or I'm sorry, CAK 7, Clinton Dragon 0, Clinton driving, and we will be back with more live football action here on ACTV Sports.
Robert Carroll. Everybody give Robert a hand. All right, make some noise. Just a little short. Sign up next week for the kick for cash at the end of the first quarter.
And Jared, as we come back once again, the second quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, Tennessee. Located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee. Second quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware.
We're back underway, and the first handoff of the game was a pretty good one. Deshaun with a first down. Good-looking run as they were able to keep or catch CAK sleeping.
So Dragons with a big first down as they continue to move the ball. So here come the Dragons. And handoff inside to Deshaun, and he is bottled up for maybe a gain of about a half yard, Jared.
Yeah, it looked like maybe he got one of his own players kind of got in his way as he was trying to find a hole over there on the far side of the field.
And we do have an update on the score.
Anderson County did score.
Anderson County 14, Powell Panthers 0.
Got a lot of good friends over in the Powell area.
So here come the Dragons under center. Deshaun goes in motion. Handoff inside, and Moody tries to get away, but that is a big stop there by number 15, Max Smith. He grabbed him from behind and wasn't going to let him get away. And Jared, that's going to be 3rd and long for the Dragons.
Yeah, one thing that I'm impressed with so far, especially this early in the season, is the open field tackling by both teams. That's something that you really have to coach on, and both squads here tonight are doing a good job with the open field tackling.
So here come the Dragons. Oh, Winchester is under center, or in the shotgun formation.
We knew Winchester would play some quarterback tonight.
And it's a design keeper, and he keeps it, tries to get to the outside. Jared, they're just not able to get anywhere. They try that wildcat formation, but you know, one of the ways that the wildcat really works is you have to have that pass threat, and didn't look like CAK believed that for a second.
Yeah, CAK, it looks like they're stacking 8 in the box, and if you count their safeties, it looks like they're just standing on the right outside that box.
Yeah, they're standing on the edge of the box.
Deep to receive for CAK.
So the punter for Clinton has gone out on the field. He has the opportunity to pin them deep.
And the kick is up. Nice looking kick. See where it takes a bounce. Bounces sideways. Jared, I thought it was going to kick to the inside and get inside the 20-yard line. But
well, I think the punter had to take a little quicker kick than he normally would have. It looked like CAK had a rush on, and so he had to kick it a little quicker than he normally would have. But not a bad punt, as CAK will take over about the 21-yard line.
Clinton trying to run a guy off the field real quick. See what CAK draws up here in the second quarter. And a quick out to number 23 for the Warriors. He's the one that scored the touchdown last time. He gets out to about the 30-yard line. There is a penalty flag, though, on the field on the top side right around the 26-yard line. We'll see what the penalty is for. Sideline warning against CAK.
At least that's something I will make mention of. It seems like they've gotten a lot more strict on those sideline warnings this year. Maybe something that TSSAA is emphasizing for safety. And Clinton got one last week. Anderson County got one or two last week. And now CAK's already got one in this game.
10 seconds left to go on the play clock. CAK still trying to get the call from the sideline.
4.
And they get the snap off in time. Handoff to number 5, and he's going to be bottled up there by the Dragons.
Yeah, host of Dragons. I think he was
nice gang tackle there.
Yeah, he was met there first by number 15 for the Dragons,
Blake Cooper. Nice stop there by Blake.
Done on the carry. Blake Cooper on the stop, along with Ty Harrell.
Looks like Clinton was coming, at least faking a blitz.
Play clock's at 12.
CAK gets the snap, quick out to number 23. Once again, he drops the football. Football goes out of bounds, though. They're going to call it as an incomplete pass.
No, that's a completed pass.
Complete.
Moves the chains.
Caleb Sparkman then fumbled out of bounds.
That's another catch there by number 23, Damian Wade. And that pass is going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Kanye Harris.
So it's going to be second down and 10 for the Warriors after another incompletion.
Blocking the coverage for the Dragons.
So here come the, this time I think I'm going back to the 5 wide out set. Look for that screen pass to number 10, Chase Stokely. They've done that a few times from this set on the short side of the field. Nope, looks like a quarterback keeper.
Design keeper.
And there's going to be a flag. Ball comes out. And see if they...
on the keeper.
And they do say the Dragons get it, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag on the pit, but I think it is on CAK, so I think this turnover will stand.
Yeah, they're going to decline it. Clinton's going to decline that one. So
It
they
is
are going to
against
call the hold.
CAK.
Yep.
That will be declined. Clinton ball, they need plays like that to come up with turnovers. Big turnover play for the Dragons. They'll take over inside the 40-yard line with an opportunity to score, tie this thing up.
7:21 left to go here in the first half. And Jared, Dragons with some great field position. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
CAK 37.
As the play clock is already down under 20 seconds, let's see if the Dragons can get the call in. Eight on the play clock. 5, 4, and they get the play off. Nice pitch to Moody.
That's something new. I don't think we saw that last week.
And Moody makes the first guy miss, but Jared, the sideline to sideline pursuit by CAK is just, they just, flow to the ball so well.
Yeah, that second level, those linebackers are really, getting sideline to sideline and doing a really good job of keeping Clinton hemmed up.
So CAK runs one guy off the field. So here come the Dragons, 2nd down and 10. The showman motion, handoff to Blake Cooper up the middle. Jared, for the running plays, that run up the middle by Blake Cooper has been their most successful play so far.
Yeah, it means the big guys up front are just winning the battles in the trenches and opening up a hole. Looks like CAK is paying a lot of attention to the outside, so until they know how to stop it, I'd say it's going to probably be their most successful play.
Number 1, Andy King split out to the top of the screen now. Brock still under center. Hand off to Deshome, and he does keep it. He gets around the side, taken down right around the 30-yard line. Jared, he picks up about 4 yards.
He's going to be a yard short.
But he is just going to be a yard or 2 short of the first down. I look for Clinton to probably go for it right here. They've got some momentum.
4th down for the Dragons.
I think they might be bringing up maybe a jumbo set or something. They're trading out some linemen. Linderman went back in.
Trying to get a little bit of fresh legs in there is my guess. So here come the Dragons. Hand the ball off to Cooper one more time. Cooper puts his head down. Where are they going to mark him, Jared? It looks like he got enough for the first down.
I think they will give it to him.
And I don't know, the ref's moving the ball back to that back foot.
I still think it's good.
It's going to be timeout for a measurement.
Ooh.
We're going to take a look.
Hey, thanks to the new cable cam, we have a better view right down the line.
You'll be entertained by the
We have a good view of that right down the line with the new cable cam, and I think it's going to be I think we're going to get it. I think Clinton's going to have a first down.
Let's see here, and then they stretch it out. And by a football length, first down Dragons. It wasn't even that close, Jared.
I know.
Normally it's within a football if they bring the measuring sticks
I know, and they're
out.
not even on the far side of the field.
First down Dragons.
Listen at us being rough on the referees.
That's not being rough, that's being honest.
Okay.
We didn't say anything derogatory about them.
No. We say that after the show.
Exactly. Pretty much every week.
Nah, we're just kidding. We love the refs. They do a great job.
And let's see if Clinton can pull out the annexation of Puerto Rico.
I think they're going to go with the oop-de-oop here, Lee.
Oh, they are. They're throwing it. Winchester over the middle, and he with the catch, and he twists inside, dives into the end zone. I'm waiting for the hands. Touchdown! I wasn't going to do anything. I wasn't going to say it until I saw the hands go up.
Sorry, Ryan. I know that I screamed there.
Don't redline this, Jared.
Larry Gant's fired up.
Jared, first touchdown of the year for the Dragons.
First
great play
points
there.
of the year for the Dragons.
Great play there. Great catch by Winchester. Jacob Brock finds him over the middle.
The Dragons even blowing smoke tonight.
And he really fought to get into the end zone. Great looking play there by the Dragons. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good.
So 4:36 to go here in the heart of Clinton. The Dragons have tied it up 7-7 and got the coach fired up.
Jared, as we have these awesome shots right here. My goodness, look at that. Coach is getting after somebody.
That's the kicker. You know that something's going right when they're getting after the kicker.
Wow, Jared, that was a fantastic play there. By both ends, Jacob Brock, making a great pass, throwing it to where Winchester was the only one that could really have a shot to get it, and Winchester to look the ball into his arms and then fight into the end zone, dive over the goal line. Great play there by the Dragons.
So kicking off for the Dragons.
Noah
37.
Grumbach to kick off for the
Grumbach.
Dragons.
Noah Grumbach. He's not taking too much of a step there.
He's going to pooch kick it.
Kicks it up, and it hits. Stays in bounds, picks it up at the 30. Jared, he's able to duck under the first wave, and he's turned around there at the 40-yard line.
Well, it looks to me like Clinton has saw something maybe in the film that they didn't like from last week. CAK may have a dangerous returner, and so they've, it's the second time they've kicked off. So,
and they didn't really pooch kick it the
they
first
did.
time.
They did too. Yeah, pooch kicked it right here on the 30-yard line.
Well, that's about where CAK took over.
Deshaun on the tackle.
So CAK will take over from the 41-yard line. As we've got 4:29 to go here in the second quarter, we're knotted up at 7. Clinton had a big passing touchdown here. If you're just joining us, just moments ago.
Brock to Winchester was a thing of beauty. Here comes CAK. Again, Deggs keeps the ball. It does look like a designed quarterback keep, but he's only able to pick up about a half yard.
William Taylor leads the Dragon tacklers.
And the snap drops back in the pocket. Deggs throws it deep. He's got a receiver, and he's down at the 20, down at the 10.
Can they get him?
And no, they do not. Touchdown, CAK. Jared, that was about a 60-yard play. Ball traveled about 40 yards in the air, and it was just a race to the end zone from there.
Yeah, the Warriors really put the ball up in the air there. They had a matchup that they thought was good for them, and it was just like they were in the backyard. Threw it up and caught it.
So here come the Warriors for the extra point attempt. Again, that's going to be number 3, Xander Tonkin.
On to attempt the point after.
Ryan Deggs, the quarterback, is a holder. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. 3:50 left to go here in the first half. Jared, quick strike plays, 2 in a row here. One by each team. CAK Warriors 14, Dragons 7.
The 3 parts to a football team: offense, defense, and special teams. And I always think that special teams is such an important part of this game. Sometimes it gets forgotten or forgotten about a little bit, but big things can happen on special teams, and so I know that they're hoping for something like that to happen again here tonight, as Clinton has 2 of theirs back deep.
So here come the Warriors getting ready to kick off. Number 3 again, Xander Tonkin is the kicker. And he kicks it deep, real deep.
Goes in the end zone. So
it goes over Brandon Holifield's head, and that is going to be a touchback.
Yeah, in high school you can't bring those out.
Let's see if we can get any other scores, Jared, going into halftime. If anybody can hear me on Facebook and you've got some scores of interest, please hit me up and let me know what's going on.
Just try to message them to us. That's the quickest way for us to get them instead of trying to read them in the feed.
And here comes Brock, and he's bottled up in the backfield. He gets away, and then he gets hit trying to throw it away. I'm not sure who he's throwing to.
CAK's wanting a flag there for intentional grounding, but I don't see any laundry on
And
the
there
field.
it is.
Did they throw it?
They did.
There is a flag on the play.
It is going to be intentional grounding on the Dragons. Brock threw that ball late. There was nobody in the area. Jared, that's going to be a spot foul and a loss of down. That's going to be a huge loss for the Dragons. That could back them up inside the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and Oliver Springs for the Dragons.
Yeah, I don't know what you have in your playbook for 2nd and 30.
Throws it out to Winchester, and he
That
gets
play
past.
will get part of it back.
He gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, depending on where they mark it. A couple yards short, but Jared, that's a huge chunk that they just made up.
Yeah, brings up 3rd and long. Third and what,
13.
15? 13?
Mm-hmm. 12-yard pickup there. So here come the Dragons. Have 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. And it is going to be a screen-type pass. Tries to get around the corner. Number 21 there for
number 21.
Yeah, that'll bring up about 4th and 8 after a 6-yard gain. What, 4th and 6? 4th and 8, something like
It
that.
was a nice little pickup, but not quite enough, as they're still going to have to punt the ball away. So number 80 for the Dragons, Bryce Collins back in the punt formation one more time. Nice looking punt.
Good looking punt.
And it
Took
takes
a
a good
good
Dragon
bounce.
bounce. Gets down to about the 40-yard line. But Jared, from where they were at inside the 5, for CAK to get the ball, right around the 40, that's not a bad flip.
With the downing for the Dragons.
So CAK gets ready to come out. Jared, last time we saw CAK's offense, it was a big pass for a touchdown.
Score of interest update, Anderson County is leading Powell 13-6 in the 2nd quarter.
Must have missed an extra point there.
They did, and so did Powell. Apparently Powell's offense has found the way to move the ball a little bit, and they scored on their last possession, and they just forced Anderson County to punt to them, so they'll have a chance to tie it up before the half.
This ball's thrown to the outside, number 11. Jared, he spun down. He's going to be about a yard or two short of a touchdown. Nice looking catch there by, looks like Gable Fulford, and he does pick up about 8.
Lucinda is on the stop for the Dragons.
And last time I heard and that I saw, it looked like Oak Ridge was down to Dobbins Bennett, 10-0.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Oak Ridge christened their field last week, as it was the first game on that new turf field that they have over in Oak Ridge.
Oh, this is a beautiful shot. Handoff up the middle, and Jared, here comes number 5, and he is tripped up there. A touchdown-saving tackle possibly there by the Dragons, number
42
J.D. Dunn Jr. on the carry.
or 15.
No, I can't see his number. He's sideways. I think it is 42. Trent Harrell. No, it's not Trent. It's too small to be Trent. I can't tell, but this safety back here on the back side.
Oh, it's probably 10.
So number 5, J.D. Dunn Jr. with a nice run there. Handoff to Dunn one more time. This time he's bottled up. He's only able to get about 2 yards.
Once again on the carry.
Jared, 1 minute, 13 seconds left to go. Looks like we're going to have a timeout called by CAK. That is CAK's second timeout for the half. They have 1 remaining.
See, it's
And once again, the second quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee. Hey, they're waving. They're waving, Jared. Wave back.
Sometimes we forget we have these headsets on.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I was trying to help the clock operator.
Yeah. Mr. Gann.
So the Dragons now going with 3 down linemen with the spread type offense. Now they've got 2 linebackers and looks like about 73 defensive backs.
Yeah, that's kind of, it's a nickel. You have to run a nickel defense against this team pretty much all the time.
At least a nickel, maybe a dime.
Unless you've got
intercepted by Clinton.
Can he get it? Can he get around the corner?
No, he's pushed out of bounds. But Jared, that looks like Blake Cooper, number 15, with the interception. Cooper with a big pick, and Jared, that's a huge play there by the Dragons.
That's their second turnover of this game. They got 1:05 left to go here in the first half. They need to try to score, tie things up, get that momentum shifted back their way. A big play on defense.
Let's see if they go to the air again. They had some success not too long ago with that pass to Winchester, and they actually just had a set with 3 wide receivers. So let's see if the Dragons go back to the air again. You got Winchester at the bottom of your screen and Andy King, number 1, at the top of your screen. 2 wide receiver set to show him in the slot, and looks like he's going over the middle to 30, inside the 30-yard line, Jared. Big play there by the Dragons. Just a reminder, Dragons do have all 3 timeouts available as well.
So the clock stops. They will move the chains.
No, it looks like it is going to be a timeout called by the Dragons.
No, there's a stoppage, but I don't see
There's
any
a marker
laundry
over there at about the 50-yard line.
Oh, I barely see it. It's on the sidelines, far sideline.
Yep.
Kind of in the area.
Right on the 49-yard line.
Holding.
Well, I don't know. That would be a deep hold.
Let's see what they call here.
Personal foul.
Blocking the back.
I don't know what the hands behind the back signal is.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, arm bar. I'm not sure what the arms behind the back mean.
Personal foul against the Warriors.
All that matters for Clinton is that it was against CAK, so that puts them
on the 15.
On the 15-yard line in the red zone with just under a minute to go here in the first half.
Handoff inside to Blake Cooper. Blake running through. He gets inside the 10. He's fighting forward.
You know, he got the interception. Why not let him finish it here?
It should be a time. Is there another flag? Nope. Timeout by the Dragons. 49 seconds left. Jared, great play, play clock management by the Dragons here in the second quarter. I mean, to be in this position with still having all 3 timeouts ready, it's just been what a great, coaching decisions and clock management by the Dragons.
You know, timeouts are kind of a fickle thing. You know, the fans think you hold on to too many of them.
But you hold on to them for situations just like this. And this is why you hold them.
And it's kind of you kind of want to, there's a fine line between letting your team work it out, work out the problem, letting your coaches figure it out in game as things are flowing, and stopping the clock and the momentum.
This is why you sometimes, and I've seen him do it. He's had timeouts with delay of games coming up early in the game, nothing really on the line, and he hasn't called a timeout, and he's allowed the 5-yard penalty. Sometimes giving up the 5 yards is better than burning a timeout. So here come the Dragons again. 3 wide receivers to the top.
What was this?
Probably an illegal motion because they're not used to being in that set.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
What was that? 2 tight ends? 2 wideouts?
2 wideouts in a slot, looked like.
Or in quarterback under center?
Illegal procedure call.
So looked like they had too many men in motion.
They are showing a couple extra wrinkles this week.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Dragons.
We saw that pitch earlier in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm. 47.3 seconds left to go here in the half. Dragons driving in the red zone. Rolling out to the left. He's looking. He fires it. And are they going to call it a catch?
It is a catch.
It's a reception inside the 10, Jared. It's going to be about third down and about 2 or 3 yards. And another timeout called by the Dragons.
Timeout Dragons, their second of the half. Dragons ball, third
So
down.
38 seconds left.
9-yard
They've taken
line.
another timeout.
So one timeout left. It's third and down at about 4 for the Dragons. Jared, what do you think the Dragons are going to dial up here? I mean, Jared, they really need to get into the end zone right here. If they could tie this game up going into half, I believe they get the ball at halftime, don't they?
They do. They do. Clinton kicked off to start this game. They won the toss and deferred to the second half.
So third and 4.
Big momentum boost here.
Another update on the
Third
Anderson
down
County
4
Powell
for the
game.
Dragons.
It is 13-12. Anderson County with a 1-point lead.
Guessing Powell doesn't have a kicker.
So here they go. Again, they've got this formation, one guy in motion. Hands off to Moody, cuts back. He picks up the first down, still fighting. What are they marking? He's down
on the 1 yard line.
There's one timeout left remaining. Let's see if Clinton hurries up and gets to the line.
Or maybe
First
it's a
and goal
2-yard
for the
line, something
Dragons.
like that.
Stop.
And
I think they may stay tempo
and there goes
here.
the clock.
First down Dragons.
And hands the ball off the middle. And touchdown, Dragons.
Touchdown,
Big
Dragons.
play there by the Dragons, Jared, to score going into halftime. Blake Cooper, he's one that came up with the interception, and he gets to punch the ball into the end zone.
That's only fitting for him. He came up with a huge interception here on defense as time was running out here in the first half. Gave a big momentum swing to the Dragons, and for him to punch it in here, just getting ready to go into halftime, that's a big play for him.
Dragons set up for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good.
It's good.
Your score, 16.2 seconds left to go here in the first half. Dragons and Warriors knotted up at 14. Jared, what a play, what a drive there by the Dragons to get the interception and just march the ball down the field and finish it off with Blake Cooper just punching it into the end zone after such a big defensive play. This is why I love high school football.
I know, and the Clinton faithful getting pumped here from the heart of Clinton, the Dragon Den. I guess that's what we call it here.
I guess we can call it whatever we want.
Home of your Dragons.
All right, are they going to do this pooch kick again, or what are they going to do?
Looks like that's what they're setting up to do. No, actually, this is a little different setup. He's setting to
It
this
might
side
actually
of the
be an
field. He
onside
may
kick.
Rumbach to kick off for the Dragons.
This is a different kind of kick here. It did go 10 yards. It went 11.
But he kicked it right to CAK.
I don't
no
think
time
the-
goes off the clock.
That's not possible.
It's what happened.
I don't guess.
First and 10 at their own 49.
I mean, unless there's some hundredths that we're not seeing.
So here comes CAK. Let's see if they try to go deep right here. See what the Dragons do. They got to play some prevent and keep the guys in front of him, Jared.
That last defensive stand has got to get them
Oh,
fired
they
up.
got
a man
somebody.
out there.
Oh, Deschamps had it in his hand.
Yeah, I know. It looked like he was the wide receiver there for just a
I
second.
really thought he was going to get another pick right there, Jared, but he's not able to come up with it. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Warriors.
The real head coach of these Dragons is down there. He's walking down the ramp. Freddie's here tonight. Looks like the coaches are coming down for halftime. They've got to be pumped.
Let's see what this defense dials up here. And they're bringing a blitz. Get to the quarterback.
Intercepted again.
Is that Blake again? Cooper one more time with an interception.
1 second to go. 1 second. 1.8 seconds to go here in the second. Are they going to take it to halftime or throw up a bomb?
Jared, I know we're only in the first half, but I think I have a leading vote getter for our player of the game. So
yeah, the ACTV player of the game. Right now, the leading vote getter has 2 interceptions and a touchdown.
And most importantly, he has the only 2 votes that matter.
That is true.
It's something we completely made up.
You know, I'm your little brother. I can't agree with you. I'm going to have to pick somebody else.
I don't know. I think you can even agree with me on this one.
I think I'm going to give my vote to Larry Gann, player of the game. So another score change tonight at the AC, over in Powell. It looks like AC has scored again. The score is 20-12. They've got to be getting close to halftime. We'll try to also get you some more games of interest, games in the area, and give you updates on those as halftime goes on or comes to an end.
And as a reminder, we will be bringing you Clinton's halftime performance, so stay tuned for that during halftime, and it will be it'll be presented in its entirety, and it will be presented by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, located at 111 Acuff Lane, Clinton, Tennessee. Meadowview Senior Living. So he takes a step and throws over the middle. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Andy King, Jared, but that's going to be the end of the first half. Your halftime score, Dragons 14, CAK Warriors 14, and we will be back with live halftime action here on ACTV Sports.
Lee, great first half. Great first half. The Dragons get a great standing ovation from the Clinton faithful here as CAK takes the locker room first. Coach has got to be elated that they came from behind and tied this ball game up as we go into halftime.
Once again, halftime score 14-14. We do have a 15-minute halftime here. And once again, the halftime performance is being brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, located at 111 Acuff Lane, Clinton, Tennessee. Meadowview Senior Living. Please stay tuned for the halftime show brought to you by the Clinton High School Band as we enjoy their halftime performance. Jared and I will be right back here on ACTV Sports.
Anderson County 20, Powell 12. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2019 Clinton High School Marching Band. Directors are Matt Binstein and Ezekiel Schloss. They're assisted by McCall Bohannon, and the color guard instructor is Chantel Fleming. The band is under the field direction of Natalie Holbrook, assisted by Kate Boundy. Our 2019 captains are band captain Andrew Williams, percussion captain Emily Bigler, Brady Brewer, and Sierra Patrick. Guard captains Hannah Owenby, Olivia Barker, Alexa Carroll, and Caitlin Fritz. Tonight's halftime performance will feature the music of Grease, including We Go Together, Grease Lightning, and Shaking It to High School Hop. 2019 sponsors of the Clinton High School Band are Ishin Automotive and Faith Promise Anderson County Campus. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2019 Clinton High School Marching Band. Couple of others. Test. Test. Couple of others. Scope. Test. 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 Couple of other scores and interest. Halls 23, Carnes 0 in the second quarter. At the half, Fulton leads Knox Central 9-0. And again, the Anderson County Powell game is now at the half. Anderson County 20, Powell 12.
And welcome back, everyone, and great job by the Clinton High School band for their presentation of their halftime show featuring songs by from the musical Grease.
Oh, nice.
And one more time,
Summer
halftime.
days drifting away.
And halftime is being has been brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, located at 111 Acuff Lane, Clinton, Tennessee. Meadowview Senior Living Community.
I like me some Grease.
Is that why you put your Wayfarers on? Let's not sing Grease.
Burning up the quarter mile, Grease lightning gold.
Andy with some moves up here.
So we got about a minute left to go here in halftime. And Jared, that was a huge drive by Clinton to score once they got the ball back there with, less than a minute left to go. Great clock management. And it looks like we're getting a signal for 5 more minutes left.
Well, they
Or 3
decided
more
they
minutes.
need a little more time. I can continue my grease.
Please don't.
Summer days drifting.
We have not paid for that music, so let's not do anything that we'll have to pay for.
Oh.
That's not from the. Now, if you wanted to sing like, I'm a little teacup or something that's, in the public domain,
Are
feel
you
free.
sure Teacups is in the public
It
domain?
is. Yeah. Happy Birthday is not, but he is a jolly good fellow is. You got to learn your public domain songs, Jared, because that's what we can play for free.
All right. Well, I like those Andy Garrett riffs that he creates and puts on ACTV, burning up his guitar. Wow.
We need a sports one. We need an ACTV sports riff. Andy, could you get on that for us?
It doesn't need to sound like da-na-na, na-na-na.
I don't know. I might need to listen to it. That might have to ACTV theme song. We need an intro song, Andy.
Do you think we could get like Shania Twain?
No,
or
we can't
somebody
afford that.
To like sing the
We are a
intro?
public access television network.
Oh, we need Lee Greenwood to sing our intro.
And that's a good idea, Jared. So here come the Dragons back onto the field.
I think Lee Greenwood would be perfect for our station.
Olivia Newton-John next week. That's pretty impressive for halftime.
Oh, for halftime. All
Homecoming.
right.
I guess that's what, in 5 weeks?
The homecoming halftime show featuring Olivia Newton-John.
I think she's going to sing her hit "Let's Get Physical."
And I think Larry Gann is going to be singing the guy parts.
We have a great time up here in the booth, and once again, we like to thank everyone involved. And once again, a big shout out to our underwriters for the network. And please, if once again, if you are interested in underwriting one of our quarters, halves, or games, please let us know. Check us out on Facebook. I've put the information out there on mine or Jared's Facebook page. We've shared it in a lot of different Facebook pages and different things as far as the the game goes and the broadcast. But if you're on those, look for me. I'm Lee Forgety, and just friend me and then send me an instant message or a direct message, and we'll get back to you with all the prices and everything like that for our for our underwriting.
As they say, we couldn't do this without people like you.
So as we get ready for second half action, I'd like to remind you just one more time that halftime has been brought to you by Meadowview Senior Living. Meadowview Senior Living in Clinton, Tennessee, located at 111 Acuff Lane. Again, Meadowview Senior Living. And Jared, our third quarter is going to be brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Sievers Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee. Ace Hardware. We got the battery changed out in our cable cam, and Marcus did.
Marcus.
But we watched.
We watched him
from a safe distance.
From afar.
Just wanted to make sure that we didn't get any falling batteries.
We're getting back underway here.
Dragons getting ready to receive the kickoff. Last couple for CAK have gone into the end zone, and it doesn't look like this one's going to be any different.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good leg on him there, Lee.
Kickoff into the end zone.
Jade, I tell you what, these kickers in high school have come a long way from when we were there.
Actually, I had a couple of pretty good kickers in my time at Anderson County. Now, later in my career at Anderson County, we didn't have as good of kickers, but
A lot of times they just try to take the most athletic guy on the field and have him try to kick. And so Clinton is under center, hands the ball off for the first play, and looks like Cooper has some running room, and he gets out almost to the 30-yard line. Jared, about a nice little 8-yard run there by Cooper.
yeah, he's going to be just short of a first down. Be 2nd and 2. Somebody just messaged me on Facebook wanting to know the score of the Anderson County Powell game. Anderson County is leading Powell 20-12 at halftime.
That was our last update. So here come Clinton. Winchester starts to go in motion. Changing it up. There's 10 seconds left to go on the play clock. Winchester in motion, hands off inside once again to Cooper. Cooper picks up the first down, gets past the 35-yard line, and is going to be marked right around the 37, 38. Oh, wow. No, they give him all the way to the 39-yard line. Great run there by Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper, he was trying to find him a little bigger a hole, but a couple of CAK Warriors were able to get a hold of him, but he pushed forward, and good-looking first down.
So Andy King at the bottom of your screen. They got trips, 3 wide receivers down at the bottom of your screen. And Winchester's in shotgun formation. And quick pass out to number 21. And he gets hit at the 20 at the original line of scrimmage.
He's got some blockers, Lee.
And there's a flag down, though, Jared. I'm not sure what the flag is for. And he's taken down by number 14, Luke Myers, before he could really get going. Let's see what the flag is for. It looks like it might be in the area of a hold or an illegal lineman downfield. Let's see what the call is.
I would say it's a lineman downfield.
No, it is a hold against the Dragons. It's going to be 10 yards and replay a first down.
So I've decided that if I say one thing, they will call the other.
Well, I figured by now you'd be used to being wrong.
Oh.
It's only been happening for 32 years and about 4 days now.
That's true. I can't argue with you.
That is being nice. That was a subtle way to say Jared just had his 32nd birthday 4 days ago.
I expect you to sing He's a Jolly Good Fellow to me before this is over with.
And he's going to be out of bounds. It looks like there might be another penalty on the flag on the play. Let's see what it is. It might be offsides. Andy King may have lined up offsides the way the coach is getting after him.
There is a flag on the play.
All right, Lee, you ready? Sing it for me.
No, I'm good.
We can't sing the other one.
Oh, it's going to be a false start on the Dragons. It's going to be a 5-yarder. But for the record, Jared, you are a jolly good fellow.
I don't know if you're referring to the song or Santa Claus.
Oh, penalties declined, so it's going to be second down and 13 for the Dragons.
They'd rather take the down. It's kind of a bold call.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. Andy King not able to bring the ball in.
He was trying to look where he was going next before he caught the ball. Got to secure the catch.
Did you catch my dodgeball reference there? From the Ocho? Andy enjoyed it.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Can't get into too many of those quotes.
Haley,
what?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
And keeper, and he's rolling out to the outside, trying to find somebody to throw to. Not able to find it. He cuts back across.
He's got good blocking.
The ball comes out, and let's see. Waiting for the official announcement. And it is. It's going to be CAK ball. So Jacob trying to make something happen, coughs the ball up, trying to cut back across the field. And it is going to be 1st and 10. Wait, see what is there a flag? Yeah, there's a flag there. It's going to be holding against the Dragons. That penalty is going to be declined, and it is going to be 1st and 10 for CAK. As you see the cable cam that just slid in front of your television screen.
It likes to make an appearance from time to time.
Normally at the top of the screen.
We've got one cable cam to the top of the screen.
CAK's got 4 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Deggs comes in getting the call from the sideline. Lined up at running back is going to be Stockton Jr.
Let's see if the defense can continue what they were doing in the first
Hand
half.
off to
come up with a
Stockton.
couple of turnovers.
And that taken down by by Dragons. It's going to be number 15, Blake Cooper, once again, and also by number 3, Will Briggs.
Wood Briggs and Blake Cooper on the stop.
And this time it's an out pattern to the wide receiver, number 10, and he gets down, and he's going to be close to the first down.
Yeah, they had a defender out there to make a short gain, but wasn't able to come up with that open field tackle. They've been doing better at that this week.
So CAK getting the call from the sideline. They haven't gone to number 23, Caleb Sparkman, in a while. He caught their touchdown reception earlier, the first touchdown. Let's see what they do on this one. Low snap, handoff to Stockton. He's able to get it, and he is taken down by a host of Dragons, led by number 3, once again, Will Briggs. Also there is going to be number 52, Isaac Murphy.
I don't know if we've announced this score recently, but Oak Ridge is trailing Dobbins Bennett 20-0 at the half.
Sorry, Abs.
You know, Oak Ridge came off 2 big years for them the past 2 seasons. So in high school football, there's always an adjustment year.
All right, here comes Deggs rolling to the right, throws it to the sideline. And they're going to say it is a reception.
Number 23, Caleb Sparkman.
Let's see if it's going to be a first down.
I do not think so.
It was 4th down. It's going to be a timeout for an official measurement.
Coach McCamey's down there lobbying.
We're going to take a look at it.
It looks like they do have it, Jared, but they're going to do an official measurement to find out for sure. Don't know if I can see the ball. And they mark it, they stretch it, and it is going to be a first down CAK.
First down CAK.
This is the area of the field where Clinton's defense seems to turn it up, though.
As we get another awesome shot by our cable cam.
Brought to you by Marcus. So they roll the play clock. Game clock sits at 8:04.
Handoff inside, and he's taken down again. Will Briggs, number 3, and on the first person on the hit. He's stepping up from that linebacker position, Jay, and he's been in a lot of plays here on defense.
Yeah, I've been real impressed by the linebacker play so far tonight. 2 interceptions, and they're playing sideline to sideline.
There's number 23 again. He makes the catch, and he dives forward. He gets inside the 20. They are inside the red zone. And it looks like it's going to be another first down for CAK. So CAK once again with 4 wide receivers set. Now number 5, J.D. Dunn Jr., a little bit bigger back in the backfield, standing next to Deggs. Hands off to him, and he's stuffed at the line. Oh, he spins free, and he goes forward. He's still fighting forward. He's taken down, looks like inside the 5-yard line. Jared,
they're going to mark him at the 5.
At the 5. Jared, it looks like Clinton's trying to come up and hit him as he's getting the ball, but they're just not able to bring him down.
Brock on the stop.
That's a big running back.
Dunn stopped by the center of the Dragon line.
Gets down to about the 3, picks up 2 more yards. So once again, the wide set, the spread formation, a little bit tighter for CAK. Hands off again.
Oh, he stopped it. That ball's out.
Comes out.
There's a fumble on the exchange.
Clinton's got the ball. Clinton comes out of it.
Number 35 for the Dragons comes out with the football. Nick Graham, I'm not sure if he's the one that actually recovered it, but he's the one that came out with it. Jared, big play there by the Dragons to stop CAK from getting into the end zone.
First down, Dragons.
So Dragons will take over on the turnover from the 4-yard line.
And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called on the field. And it looks like it is going to be for Clinton calls a timeout.
So the referees, it looked like right there, were talking to the center about moving the ball around as he gets ready to snap it.
Timeout following.
They give him a little leeway, but not a whole lot.
They'll normally talk to him like that one time, and then it's a penalty the next. But at least they do give him that little, especially on a non-play.
So, Lee, we've seen a couple of new wrinkles in this Clinton offense. They had a pitch out of their normal set that I don't think we saw last week.
I don't remember it. Well, I mean, with the rain, you never know what they decided to stick in their back pocket.
And then they had a more of a spread type set.
They have had a couple 3 wide receiver sets. So here comes Jacob getting under center. Jacob Brock. Oh, it throws downfield, and Deshome is there, incomplete.
Man. If he'd caught that, he had 70 yards of green in front of him. He had a step on the defender, and if he'd have been able to bring that in, that probably would have been 6.
Jared, as fast as Deshome is, it would have taken somebody with blazing speed to catch him. Jacob Brock under center. This time there is a handoff, and he's got some room to run. He picks up the first down, cuts back, and Jared, he gets down close to the 20-yard line, about at the 19, and that's going to be a first down Dragons.
Yeah, good-looking run there.
By Deshome.
Yeah, he's showing off some of that speed that you were talking about.
First down, Dragons.
Six minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're all tied up at 14. Again, this quarter is brought to you by Ace Hardware of Clinton.
And here comes Andy King around. Oh, no. Oh. And number 2 for the Dragons
Luke Myers on the
looks
tackle.
like Bryce Cottingham.
Bryce Cottingham on the carry.
Or Cottingham.
They've got a lot of speedy little guys out there.
So it's going to be second down and about 4 for the Dragons.
One thing I noticed there is his blocker from looked like a pulling guard was out there to lead block for him, but maybe it was a tackle. No, it was a guard. 54. It was a guard, but he overran his blocking.
And Blake puts his head down. Looks like he's going to pick up enough for the first down.
Carry.
Nice looking run there by Blake Cooper.
Max Smith with the tackle.
Smith with the tackle from CAK.
Dragons.
Another Dragon first down. Jared, they're moving the ball really well. They started this drive inside their own 5, and they've chewed up clock, and they've been able to pick up some first downs. They missed that one big play that they almost had there, but just moving the ball consistently down the field, and this is exactly the Andy McCamey offense. And this time he's taken down by a host of Warriors.
Cottingham
Looks like led
on
by
the
number
carry.
24 for the Warriors, as well as 52. 24 is going to be Grant Sturkey,
leads
and
the
52
Warriors.
is Malachi Harrison. Right at 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
This will be a good time for them to go to the air.
And, he is hit
ball's
blindside.
out.
Ball pops out.
Ball popped out.
Looks like CAK jumped on it. Number 88, Noah Olson for the Warriors, recovers it. Jared, that's why that blindside is so important. He never saw that. He never felt the heat. He never saw anybody coming.
Yeah, I think that was a design blitz there.
Noah Olson.
Big hit.
First down, CAK.
There's a timeout, Clinton.
Timeout, Dragons.
And looks like Coach McCamey is going to take his timeout to talk to the referees. That is the second timeout by the Dragons. They only have one remaining. So 2 big turnovers here. One for the Dragons as CAK was knocking on the door, and now the Dragons have turned the ball over. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line just about.
That's what it looks like. So CAK, 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Number 2, Jarvis Stockton Jr. in the backfield at running back next to Ryan Deggs.
I think Cooper's going to look for the hat trick as far as interceptions are concerned.
Quick out pattern, and he picks up some good yardage. He's bumped out of bounds. Big catch there by number 19, J.D. Presley, for the reception.
First down,
Same
Warriors.
set by the Warriors. 3 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. And once again, Stockton Jr. in the backfield. And throws it out to 19
Another out
again.
pattern.
Exact same play. He's taken down inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line.
Once again.
Big another play there by CAK as they're knocking on the door. It's going to be second down. I think they can still get a first down without getting into the end zone, or it's a second and goal. Now it looks like a second and goal. Hands the ball off. Stockton pushes forward. He leans. He's not quite able to get into the end zone. Second effort. Touchdown, Warriors. Jared, that second effort by Stockton, he had that lane, and he's able to push forward and break the play into the end zone. 20-14 now, CAK over the Dragons with the pending extra point.
CAK trots their kicker out there. Deshaun went for the block, almost got there, but CAK was able to get the extra point through the uprights, and the Warriors take a 21-14 lead with 3:01 to go here in the third quarter.
Jared, this has been a back-and-forth game all night with some big momentum swings, and we're just looking to see if the Clinton Dragons can get Big Mo back on their side and able to finish this game off. Looks like going back deep to receive for the Dragons once again is going to be number 17, Brandon Holyfield, and number 11, Deshaun. CAK with the kick. It's another deep kick.
He can return this one.
And he is. Good lane discipline there by CAK.
There is a flag on the.
It looks like they grabbed the face
probably
mask.
Probably a horse collar or a face mask.
It looked like one guy from CAK did grab the face mask. If so, that's going to be actually 15 yards added to that return. Let's see what the call is.
Warrior tackle.
Personal foul against the Warriors.
Foul, the call against CAK.
So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against them, and it actually gives the Dragons good field position starting out on their drive.
So they'll start their drive from the just across the 30-yard line. So update on the Anderson County PAL score. Anderson County leads 27-19 now.
And hands off inside. Another good run there, looks like by Blake Cooper. Blake picks up a few yards. He gets out to about the 30, see where they mark it, right at the 38-yard line. It's going to be about 2nd down and 3. Andy King split out to the top of the screen. Hand off to Deshaun. He gets around the corner. He picks up the first down, and he's tackled from behind by number 24 for CAK, Grant Sturkey. But great-looking run there by Deshaun.
He might be injured on the play.
There is a flag on the official's timeout.
Looks like Deshaun is down.
No flag, but there is an injured player.
It looks like it might be an ankle.
Might be lower limb injury.
In the third quarter,
I will say he has been kind of a spark for this offense.
27, Powell 20.
All right, so Deshaun is up and he's walking off. Shouldn't be anything too bad. He is walking pretty gingerly across the field. Let's see what we've got.
Eli Jones picking up on the play. First down, Dragons.
Play clock's at 10.
Handoff to Cooper. Cooper still running, and Cooper picks up the first down.
Big first down.
Nice looking run there by Cooper, following his blockers, and puts his head down. He's able to pick up about 12, right at 11 yards, but enough for a first down for the Dragons. As the clock continues to run down, under 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. CAK leading 21-14.
Break the huddle with 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Minute 30 to go here in the third.
Jacob Brock under center. And once again, Brock keeps the ball, and he is sacked for a big loss there by the CAK. Number six, it looks like Chi McNeil Harrison with the stop. It's going to be about second down and 20, Jared.
Yeah, I think there was a mix-up on the blocking call up front. And not good pass protection there.
That's two plays that Jacob's been rocked by a sack. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. And Jared, they're not able to give Jacob Brock much protection on that one.
Pass incomplete.
Incomplete pass
Looks
stops
like
the clock.
Sending out
Third down for the Dragons.
number 7. Number 7 for the Dragons.
Winchester's
out there. He's going to be split wide to the top of the screen.
And Brock with a quick step. Jetty threw it over his head just too far, and
Brock's pass.
Brings up
Brock
fourth down.
Winchester
Clinton will punt.
Brock Walker kind of slow to get off the field
Fourth
right now.
down, Dragons.
Tough series there for the Dragons.
Yeah, after getting a big penalty on the kickoff, they weren't able to make a whole lot happen.
Bryce Collins in punt formation for the Dragons.
But they have an opportunity to pin their opponent back if we get a good punt here.
Good snap. The punt is away. Nice looking punt. It is
Caught it
gonna
on
be
the run.
caught, and he steps out of bounds, runs out before the 30-yard line at about the 28, 29-yard line, and that's where CAK will take over here with 13 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he caught that ball on the run
28-yard line.
and was forced out of bounds, I think. So they'll take over at the 27-yard line. They're trying to get some defensive players on the field. I think one of them might be shaken up, so they're running on a defensive back. Number 24, Graham, came in. He's, come up with an open field tackle there.
Pass complete to Sparkman.
Cooper, slow to get up.
Cooper's a little slow to get up.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, Jared. Third quarter ends, Dragons trailing by 7. Another defensive struggle for the Dragons. They've been able to stop CAK on most of their drives tonight, but CAK was able to capitalize on a turnover on that sack fumble by the Dragons, and they lead by 7. So with 12 minutes left to go in the game, here at the end of the third, start of the fourth quarter, CAK Warriors 21, Clinton Dragons 14.
Anderson County now leading Powell 30-20. Central is leading Fulton 13-12.
Some scores of interest. Dobbins Bennett now leads Oak Ridge 27-0. And Anderson County right now is up on Powell 30-20.
And Jared, once again, the fourth quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard here in Clinton, Tennessee. Ace Hardware of Clinton. So Deggs drops back to pass, and no penalty, but looked like they had a cornerback coming up there to make the play, and looks like he may have been pushed in the back a little bit, but it is going to be a first down by CAK.
Edwin Resendez on the stop. First down, CAK.
Clinton's got to get some momentum back.
Going deep. They have a receiver, and he catches it inside right at the 20-yard line. Jared, that's going to be a 10, 20, 30, 40-yard pass by the Warriors.
With the reception of the
Looks like number 11 for the Warriors, Fulford, Gable Fulford, comes up with that big play. Handoff inside to Stockton Jr., and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
Stockton on the carry.
And Stockton, actually, he kept going. So it's going to be second down and about 4 yards there for the Warriors.
So whistle's blown dead. Referee's going to talk about something.
And they just started the clock right back up.
I think it was maybe a game clock or a play clock issue, but it's going now.
Deggs takes the snap. He's looking. There's a penalty in the backfield.
Max Smith on the catch. Resendez on the tackle.
I say it might be. It's in the area of a hold right around the quarterback. It is going to be a hold against CAK. So it's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, Jared, and that's going to back CAK up. So it's instead of being inside the 5, they're going to be back at around the 30-yard line or so.
It's a big foul for Clinton. Puts CAK back outside the red zone. And it will be second and Rocky Top.
I like it. At least Hoskins. Second and 21 for the Warriors. Jared, they've had Clinton's defense back on their heels a little bit on the second half. Pitch to Stockton Jr.
Oh, he almost dropped it.
But he's able to fight forward, and he picks up about 8 yards, man. It's going to be like third down and about 12 or 13.
He
gets right down to the 25.
He's a little bit like a bowling ball there, bouncing around.
CAK's got to get down to about the 10, so really it's going to be about 15, third and 15.
You know, this has been really a game inside the trenches, and at times Clinton's won, sometimes CAK's been winning that battle, and as this game gets later and later, it's going to become more and more of a battle. So that'll bring up 4th down and long.
Will Briggs on the stop.
They'll go for it here. I don't think they have a kicker that can kick it that deep.
Briggs on the stop.
So this is a big play for the Dragons. They need to stop them here. No, they do have a kicker. They brought a kicker out.
All right.
Try to extend this out to a 2-score game.
So this will be a 37-yard field goal.
Snap is down. Kick is up. Jared, and that kick is good.
Calkins field goal is good.
That extends the lead out for CAK 24-14. And Jared, he got all of that one. That would have been good for about 5 to 10 yards further back. Dragons now down by 2 scores with 9:29 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
Remind you that the Clinton High School McMahon Knot will be Tuesday, September the 10th from 5 to 8 at McDonald's in Clinton. 20% of the sales.
Jared, while we have a second, once again, I'd like to let you know that the 4th quarter is being brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Severs Boulevard here in Clinton, Tennessee. Ace Hardwares of Clinton. So let's see what type of, see if CAK gets the ball into the end zone. Jared, we've been watching this kicker put it into the end zone consistently, so I don't know why we questioned whether or not he
If
could
I'm
hit a
not mistaken,
37-yarder.
the kicker and the field goal, the place kicker and the field goal kicker, that one would go out of bounds. They'll get that ball at the 35-yard line.
Nice. That's going to be a nice starting position there for the Dragons.
They have 2 different kickers, though.
I've only seen number 3 kick.
I thought 37 was the one that kicked the field goal.
No, there was 3. I'm sure. Xander Tunkin. He is the kicker and the punter, according to what they told us before the game started. I don't see a 37 on the roster for the Warriors.
He's a new player. Just added to the roster this week.
Oh, really? So they're going to make him back up and kick it again instead of taking the penalty.
Illegal procedure against the Warriors, kick going out of bounds, 5-yard penalty.
I guess it is just is it? I thought they could choose.
They can.
So they most likely will get a return here if it stays in bounds.
Or it's going to go to the end zone.
And that one goes out the end zone.
End zone for the automatic touchback.
So they'll get the ball at the 20-yard line.
So first and 10, Dragons now at the 20-yard line because of the touchback with the ball going through the end zone. And he has a receiver, tries to go back shoulder. It's just overthrown there by attempted to number 40, Connor Moody, but the ball is just going to be overthrown.
Grant Sturkey covering for the Warriors.
So we have a 10-point game here in Clinton.
9:24 left to go. 24-14. Dragons are trailing the Warriors of Christian Academy of Knoxville. Deschamps comes around the side. He's able to get some nice moves there, and he picks up enough for the first down.
First down.
He crosses the 35-yard line, or gets right to the 35-yard line.
Now CAK's got a player down. Looks like cramps.
CAK player is checking up on the play.
Trying to get him stretched out, it looks like.
The next time that you'll hear from me and Lee is a couple weeks from now.
It'll be our first game at Anderson County.
Yeah, first game from Anderson County. Clinton will be on the road for the next 5 weeks or so.
So we won't be back at Clinton for at least 5 weeks. I think we end up in October. Is our last game back here?
I think we cover the CHS Bolton game.
Okay. But between there, we've got Anderson County a couple times, I do believe.
We do.
So 24-14 CAK. Jacob Brock under center. And he drops back, goes across down the field. He had Winchester if he had had him on the quick slant, but he tried to go to Moody down the sideline. And Moody was covered up pretty well, and just the ball just over, sails over his head. So Brock under center one more time. Deshome in motion. Handoff to Deshome, and he keeps it. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensive play there.
Stretch the ball out. It might be a small gain, but
looks
it's not
like
much.
stopped by everybody on the line. Looks like 53, 88, and 52 all in on the stop for the CAK. So that's going to be 53 Harrison, 52 Harrison, 53 Rogers, and 88 Noah Olson.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Eight and a half minutes left to go. And he is dropped in the backfield. Big sack there against Dragons one more time. This time, number 15, Max Smith, knifes through the offensive line. And Brock is just taken down. Jared, the offensive line for the Dragons on some of these downs has just not been able to stop this pass rush by CAK.
Yeah, CAK's stunts are timed pretty well so far tonight. But Clinton will send out their punter with just under 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. They trail 24-14. We've had a lot of excitement, a couple turnovers on both sides of the ball.
Good snap, and the kick is away.
That takes a Clinton bounce.
Still rolling for Clinton inside the 30. Ends up not being a bad punt, Jared. So CAK will take over right inside the 30 at about the 29-yard line with 7:32 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
Andrew Meyer downs the ball for the Dragons.
Trying to get some new, fresh personnel onto the field. And out to number 19. Into the flat, number 19.
Pick up of what, 4 or 5?
Presley on the reception.
Yeah, it looks like, see how many yards they give J.D. Presley. And, wow, it's going to be about a 6-7 yard gain. Well, now they're backing up a little bit. Looks like it is going to be about 2nd down and 5. Well,
we have another season that kicks off tomorrow. We haven't talked much about Tennessee football.
And they're taking down the backfield. Good defensive play there by Briggs, and also by number 42.
On the stop.
I believe that's Trent Harrell. Yeah, Jared. Tennessee gets kicked off against Georgia State tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon, because that'd be weird to start it at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes, it would be. I wouldn't be there if it was at 3:30 in the morning. I'd be at home watching.
That'd be a great tailgate, though.
I would be at home watching.
Pump fake by Deggs, throws to the
Screen
outside.
pass.
Nice defensive play there. Steps up and makes the tackle.
Not much of a gain, if any.
Can't tell on who that was exactly. Presley did make the reception, but
Maybe a yard pickup. Brings up 4th down. Looks like Clinton will get the ball right back with just under 6 to go.
looks like, yeah, CAK's in punt formation. Clinton really doesn't have anybody deep.
Hawkins in punt formation for CAK.
5 seconds left.
They're going to have to take a timeout. CAK had a little confusion, not enough guys on the field.
And
so
that's their first time out of the half.
Warriors.
What? Jared, once again, we've got the cable cam with a great shot there of the little huddle for the special teams.
Yeah, number 35 was tripped up on the play. Yeah, I was a little surprised they didn't have somebody back deep.
I mean, they had Winchester at about the 50. It looks like that's what they're going to do again. Well, he might be backing up a little bit further.
So the 20, that's only
I'm telling you
it's
what,
only about
with that,
30 yards deep.
but with that, the leg that kicker punter has, and
He ran back though.
Nice looking kick there. Takes a CAK roll, rolls inside the 25-yard line down to about the 23.
So he started at the 50, but quickly backed up to about the 30 after the play got started.
Dragons took the ball and played first and 10 at their own 24.
So Dragons will take over on the 24-yard line, down by 10. See if the Dragons can get anything going here with 5:07 left to go here in the fourth. So here come the Dragons. Takes the snap, handoff, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield, Jared. He loses inside the 20-yard line down to about the 17 is where they're going to mark Deshaun.
Deshaun dropped for a loss by Max Smith.
Sounds like there's a pretty good ball game going on over in Powell.
3-point game right now, 30-27. Anderson County still hanging on to that lead.
As they are also in the fourth quarter.
And he's dropped down at the 10, Jared. Clinton's just not able to get anything going on offense here in the second half.
McNeil Harrison leads the CAK Warriors. Third down.
Yeah, so 3rd and 23. I mean, that's... What do you dial up here, Jared?
Center sneak.
He gets it down the field.
There's a flag.
And there's going to be pass interference on 19.
That couldn't have come at a better time for the Dragons.
There are flags on the play.
That's an automatic first down.
It is going to be pass interference against CAK. And actually, it's not an automatic first down. It's still going to be third down.
It's not a first down?
Evidently not in high school, but it is going to be 3rd and 7.
Makes it third down for the Dragons.
They need to get with the program.
And that's enough for a first down. Quick out to Winchester. Nice looking catch there by Winchester. And that is going to move the chains for the Dragons.
That is a Dragon first down.
So Clinton does have one timeout left. Winchester. Dragons break the huddle with about 3:20 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Again out to Winchester. Oh, little hook and ladder.
That will be a personal foul.
Pass complete lateral to Moody. There is a flag on the play.
Moody with a great play, but Moody did grab the face mask at number 24, and again, it's going to be a player safety issue. Let's see what they call here. So as we get a shot of what's going on.
I'd like to thank Rusty Wallace for the pregame meal for the Dragons tonight. Thanks to Rusty Wallace for the Dragon pregame meal.
So it is going to be a dead ball, personal foul, face mask against the Dragons. It looked like the result of the play was a first down. So it's still going to be a first down for the Dragons, but they are going to lose 15 yards. Because it happened after the play. It was a dead ball. He was already out of bounds when he grabbed his face mask.
That is a dead ball foul. It is still a first down for the Dragons. There is a 15-yard penalty, making it 1st and 25.
First down, Dragons on the 34.
I think that's about where they were the last time.
Yep. That was creative play there, though. The hook and ladder, we hadn't seen that. Fires it downfield.
Just a little over his head.
Jared, he's just not, again, Brock's running back there. He's not having the time in order to really set his feet in order to make a good throw. He had to throw that one off of his back foot, nearly completed. But Jared, he's just not being given the time in order to make those plays.
So right at 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, we're going to have some Dragon magic here.
Well, the Dragons are a mythical creature. Maybe they need to call Khaleesi up. Game of Thrones reference for those of you out there.
I think Winchester had a step. They just weren't able to connect there.
All the passes this drive, though, have been attempted towards Winchester.
Well, he's one of the best athletes they have. He and Deschamps are pretty good athletes.
And they've had a lot of drops on, pretty good passes by some of the other receivers. So I guess Brock's just going towards the most sure-handed that he could find. Big third down play here for the Dragons. Brock.
And there's a late hit on the on the play.
Pass complete to Winchester, but out of bounds.
I think that will be a 15-yarder.
Was there a penalty?
There is. There's some flag. There's a flag down about the 30-yard line, 35-yard line.
Who got hit? I was
quarterback.
watching the play. Is it going to be a roughing the passer?
Yep.
Yep, roughing the passer on CAK. That's going to give Clinton another first down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
So that'll be enough for a first down, I think.
Yeah, I was watching the ball. I didn't see the hit.
Gets him right out almost the 50-yard line.
First down, Dragons.
See what the Dragons draw up here. He goes once again trying to get to Winchester, and Jared, I don't know if Winchester's tired. He's been in a lot, and he's had a lot of those deep plays.
He's run a lot of deep routes.
Stockton and Jackson on the coverage.
I will say they've run some pretty good plays out of this set that they have now out of the shotgun.
Direct snap to Blake.
Oh, he's got some running room.
He's running well. He cuts back across the field. Jared, he is putting his head down and gets down to a 20-yard line.
Showing some footwork there, Lee.
Great play there by Blake Cooper, Jared. He's put down and put the guys on his back and ran forward. Great play there by Cooper.
A little misdirection. They snapped the ball, and Brock faked like he was going to throw it, but Cooper was already taking off.
It was great. Timeout by CAK.
Timeout, CAK.
2:16 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Both of the schools have one timeout remaining.
10-point lead now for the Dragons.
While we got a break in play, Lee, while we have a break in play, another team over in Knoxville has a season opener tomorrow. What are your predictions for Tennessee this year?
I think you're going to see an improvement over the 5-7 last year. Again in the SEC they have a brutal schedule with Alabama being their every year opponent. They've got Mississippi State later in the year, and Jared, I'm hoping better for them. I think you're probably looking at a 7-5.
Oh, wait! I was going to ask you, what's your over under 7 wins? Would you pick over or under 7 wins?
I would call it a push at 7. Deshaun not able to pull the ball in.
He had it in his hands, bounced off his hands.
So if you're doing the over under at 7, you sure you don't want to make it 6.5?
Nope, I want to make it 7. You can't win half a game.
But you have to choose over or under at that point. I think 7 is a push. I think 7 is what they win this year.
You think they're winning 7?
Yeah, I think they're going to go.
I'm doing one better than that. I'm going to pick over at 8.
8? You're going 8 and 4?
I'm thinking 8 wins is what they get this year. I think they're going to make a trip to Jacksonville.
Tax Slayer Bowl?
Yep.
Brock.
There's a flag on the play.
And that's going to be an interception by CAK.
If that's a holding call, they'll decline that, and that's probably the ball game.
Let's see what the penalty's for.
Sturkey with the interception. There is a flag on the play.
According to CAK, the penalty is going to be on the Dragons. Jared, with 2 minutes left, that's going to be declined and CAK ball. So
Clinton's driving the ball with just right around 2 minutes to go. You can't turn the ball over.
So, Jared, it looks like Clinton is going to fall again tonight. Great effort there by the Dragons. Defense really came out to play. They cleaned up a lot of the special teams and some of the mistakes they had last week.
So I say CAK will probably run one play and then probably go to the victory formation. We'll try to get some scores updates for you before the game's over with.
Gun on the carry.
So the clock will run.
Kind of dragging.
So Clinton does take their last time out with 1:58 to go here in the fourth quarter. It will bring up second down and maybe 6, 7, something like that.
All right, some scores. A final. Alcoa defeats Austin East 42-0. 9 minutes ago, with a minute 35 left, West was up on Farragut 24-13. Let's see here. Yep. Latest update I saw, Panthers 28, Anderson County 30. They still had quite a bit left to go in the fourth quarter, though.
A change in the score at Powell. It is now 34-30 Panthers.
So update on the score, it is 34-30 Panthers now in the fourth quarter. Let's see here. Greenback over Meigs County 20-19 so far. Dobbins Bennett 41, Oak Ridge 6.
Stockton on the carry.
So 1:40 left to go here in the game, Jared. Clock continues to wind down. It was really a tale of two halves for the Dragons. In the first half, their defense and offense played so well. They had that touchdown going into halftime to tie the score up. And here in the second half, it's just, it's just been all Warriors.
Yeah, I think the defense got worn out a little bit. Some of those guys, a lot of those guys play both sides of the ball, and I think they just got a little worn out.
And another handoff there. Stockton Jr. pushes forward.
Not going to be quite enough for the first down, I don't think.
Clock continues to run. Jared, our player of the game this week has to go to Blake Moody. His 2 interceptions, his touchdown run, all the big runs that he had. Blake Cooper. Sorry, Moody was number 40. But yeah, Blake Cooper. And great game by Blake.
Yeah, he had a touchdown,
great individual
a couple
effort.
interceptions, good individual effort by him. They stop the clock, bring out the chains to measure. I think it's going to be short.
He is about 2 inches, so it's going to be fourth and very short for
I could have
CAK.
saved them some time. They could have just called me.
Well, I don't know if you're on. Do you have the number for the referee?
867-5309.
Okay.
And short for the Warriors.
Is that an 865 area code?
No, I think it's a California number.
Okay. 619?
Yeah.
CAK is letting time run down. And he draws Clinton offside. That's going to give CAK the first down, and they're going to be able to go into victory formation. So that's what they were wanting to do. They were wanting to draw Clinton offsides. They do, and that's going to be the game. Final thoughts on the game tonight, Jared?
The first 2 quarters were very strong showing. I think that depth is going to be something that Clinton struggles with this year. I think it's going to be something that they struggle with this year. They got a lot of young guys, but not a lot of guys that are ready to play varsity football maybe. And they're a young team, but they're doing some good things. We saw a couple of new wrinkles on offense that I think can give them a spark this year. And I look forward to maybe seeing them in a month or so when we come back here, see them play again and see what progress that they've made, because they'll get better as the year goes on.
Absolutely. And one more time, your final score as the teams go across to shake hands. The visiting Christian Academy Knoxville 24, the home Dragons 14. And one more time, the fourth quarter has been brought to you by Ace Hardware in Clinton, located at 929 North Charles G. Sievers Boulevard, Clinton, Tennessee. Ace Hardware.
Before we go, Lee, you got to give me what's your score prediction for tomorrow.
Jared, I think it's going to be over by halftime. I really think that they're going to be able to get some younger players in during the Tennessee game. I'll give you a score. I'll say 42. I'll say 35-14 Vols.
I'm picking a bigger win than that, 49-7, 49-10. That's probably something like that. I think that they'll get some scores late, but
as we see the cable cam go across one more time, big shout out to all the guys on the technical side, the producers, the directors, the camera people. Thank you all so much for watching. For Andy and Ryan and Marcus and everybody at ACTV, my name is Lee Fogarty with my brother Jared Fogarty doing the color. We thank you all for watching. Please come back here in a couple weeks. We're doing the Anderson County game, and when we come back here to Clinton towards the end of the game, thank you for the season, right? Thank you so much once again, and good night, everybody.